up, boys and girls of planet Earth? And welcome to version 2 of this amazing video thing. Can you believe the first video was taken down because some of the jokes were deemed inappropriate? Can you imagine? Me? Inappropriate. What a load of absolute fucking bollocks. Anyway, welcome. You are back once again with the Renegade Master, AncientSwan, which is what they call me now. And today we have a doozy for you. This is a special one. And no, I'm not talking about Jose Mourinho, who in my opinion is about as special as a swift kick in the nuts. No, a different special. Today we travel back in time once again, but not just a few hundred years or even just a few thousand years like we usually do. Oh no. Today we're traveling so far back in time that the numbers stop having any meaning and just become a concept most human brains can't comprehend. Today we are in Kenya, 3.3 million years ago. Yes, I did say million. No, I didn't make a mistake. Yes, you did hear me correctly. No, I'm not going mad. 3.3 million years ago. Welcome to Lomekwi. Sounds like the name of Samsung's latest high-tech fridge. But nope. It's actually the site of the oldest known stone tools, beating out Homo habilis' DIY projects by a landslide. Discovered in 2011 by a team of archaeologists from Stony Brook University. The archaeologists were originally on their way to a different site, but took a wrong turn and got lost, at which point I guess they kind of just thought, well, fuck it, we're here now, might as well dig some holes, and oh boy did they strike lucky. Imagine going to the kitchen for dinner, but taking a wrong turn and ending up in Elon Musk's bank vault. These Stony Brook guys took advantage. Get this! The tools found at Lomekwi 3 are about 3.3 million years old. Yes, I know I said this earlier, but I'll bloody say it again. 3.3 million years old. That's older than my mother-in-law by at least 3 Tuesdays. Before this, the oldest known stone tools were a mere 2.6 million years old, which made Homo habilis look like they invented the Swiss Army knife. But Lomekwi 3 comes along and says, "Ha ha ha, your wanky 2.6 million years old rubbish," showing that tool-making started way earlier, potentially with characters like Australopithecus or Kenyanthropus, who were, quite literally, chipping away at history. Did you see what I did there? Did you? Lyrical genius, wasn't it? Somebody stop me, please. Anyway, Lomekwi. Now, these tools aren't your average hand-me-downs. We're talking big, heavy cores and flakes, some weighing up to 15 kilograms. Probably makes that thing you were boasting about at the gym look kind of shit now, though, doesn't it? You thought you were a big man with your 10 kg dumbbells, did you? Well, you might as well come back down to earth now, buddy, because your muscles ain't shit compared to your ancestors. And these tools weren't just for show. Some of them were likely also used as anvils. The unique production methods and surface patterns on these tools have some archaeologists scratching their heads, but one thing's for sure. These early humans knew how to rock. I'm sorry, I'm not so proud of that joke. Kinda embarrassed, actually. But I am trying my best, and I'll be buggered if I can give anything more. Around 20 well-preserved artifacts were uncovered at Lomekwi, including anvils, flakes, and cores. As well as this, around 130 other artifacts were found above ground at the site. Imagine just sitting there doing bugger all for 3.3 million years, waiting for a lost American to happen by and see your pretty face. One of these lost archaeologists were even able to match a flint flake to its core, showing that one of our ancestors not only produced this flint on site, but then threw it away when he wasn't happy with it. Kinda like my brother's favorite butt plug. Of course, the discovery at Lomekwi sparked some debates. Some experts think these tools might be the result of natural processes like erosion or a really bored Mother Nature. But let's be honest, the idea of early humans tinkering around with these tools is way cooler. According to one archaeologist, the flint tools were very clearly napped and not the result of accidental or natural fracture of rocks. So those naysayers can go suck my balls. To be honest, the archaeologist probably didn't say that last bit, but I think we all know that's what they were thinking. It's like the people at Lomekwi all those millions of years ago were the original survival experts, turning rocks into something useful long before anyone thought to invent duct tape. They would shit all over Bear Grylls, and he knows it. Not Ray Mears, though, because that man is the daddy. Lomekwi isn't just a relic of the past, it's a reminder that our ancestors weren't just wandering around aimlessly, waiting for evolution to give them a brain upgrade. They were thinkers, problem solvers, and probably a little bit mischievous, just like us. So the next time you struggle building furniture, remember, you're standing on the shoulders of giants who lived their life with nothing but stone tools, and still did it better than that crap you just threw together out of an IKEA cardboard box. Now, if only they'd invented the Allen key. Lomekwi rewrites the history books, giving a big nod to early innovation. Who knew that a bunch of rocks could tell such a captivating story? So, here's to the rock stars of the Stone Age. They really knew how to leave their mark. Okay, I'm done now. I promise no more shitty rock jokes, or else I'm likely to pick one up and smash my own skull in. Sometimes I amuse myself, but holy shit, do I need to tone it down a bit too. What's perhaps most interesting about the Lomekwi tools is who made them, how and why. Because you see, humans weren't around yet, people like us had yet to be invented by the Anunnaki sun gods, so who was napping flint at a time before humans had evolved earlobes and opposable thumbs, and why? Whoever it was, they really wanted to smash two rocks together, and I think deep down that's something we can all appreciate. The dating of 3.3 million years is special in that it predates the genus Homo by around 500,000 years. That's me and you and almost everyone we know, by the way. All of us absolute, unabashed, unrelentless and unforgiving Homo sapiens to the core. Implying that these tools were made by another species such as Australopithecus or perhaps Kenyanthropus. Although the stone tools made here are more primitive than those made by later humans, they are still stone tools and are considerably more advanced than what modern chimpanzees are capable of. Analysis on the napped rocks shows that the tools were made in either of two possible methods, either by setting the larger stones onto a flat rock and then chipping at them with a smaller hammer rock, or also possibly simply by holding the larger stones with two hands and then smashing them against the larger flat rock. This is, according to one of the lost archaeologists, very rudimentary. Those other tools we mentioned earlier, those 2.6 million-year-old ones, laughably young, they were made using a very different method, likely by holding a rock in each hand and hitting them off each other at just the right angle, with the right force. More like how we were still making stone tools until very recently. It has been theorized that tool-making and flint-napping may even be what helped our own species' evolution into the raging Homo sapiens that we all are now, today. However, it is not so clear whether the Lomekwian tools took part in this aided evolution, or just sat there waiting for millions of years. And then I came along 3.3 million years later. Late to the party as usual, and I made this map. This time for the Game Cities Skylines 2, because if I don't do things like this, then I'll probably have to focus on more responsible things like my wife and the debt she keeps putting me in, and I'd rather just not do that. Hence, here I am, and here is this video. Nice, isn't it? As always, of course, you can download this free map from the link below if you want to play too. Now, final things before we get on to the map information. And I'm reminded by that woman I mentioned earlier, the wife, that it will make her happy if you subscribe to this wee channel and make her angry if you don't. She's also very adept at smashing rocks off stuff, and it's probably safer to just keep her smiling. So please subscribe for my safety and yours. Also, don't forget the Patreon. That's in the link below too. If you add yourself to that, then she lets me stay up late at nights, and that's good because nighttime is when I do all my best work. Now, onto the map information. Here it is, all for you. Climate, 10 to 31 degrees Celsius. Buildable area, 80%. Outside connections, roads, rail, shipping, air, power, natural resources. Wheat, 56.6 square kilometers. Forest, 86.5 kilotons, ore, 79 kilotons. Oil, 90.3 kilotons. Terrain flat. And that's pretty much all for today, folks. We've done Lomekwi, and we've done the world's oldest tools, which is not, as had previously been believed, just what we call my next-door neighbors, who have now been relegated to world's second oldest tools, and if they were sober enough to care, then I'm sure they'd be devastated. Anyway, that's enough for today. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Peace, love, and Lomekwi. Goodbye, adios, tschüss, in a wild crocodile, and cheerio.